Hello everyone, I am Mecha42, your favorite YouTube harpy, and I have been avoiding talking so much about Discovery news because Discovery just breaks my brain. It really, really does. But I saw this and I'm like, oh great, what lies are they going to feed us this time? Because, as you know, I've already made videos on basically the Discovery, the Discovery producer saying, oh yeah, we'll never see Spock, we'll never bring Spock into Discovery, we'll never see the Enterprise in Discovery. They've also said we'll never see Kirk in Discovery, so, you know, next season Captain Kirk makes his debut as a hot young lieutenant, all fresh and looking for trouble, and oh god, it's gonna be terrible. Also, trigger warning, if you love Discovery, I do riff it to figure out how to improve it. And I've made video upon video about that. So, Star Trek Discovery cast on Pike's legacy, catching up with Canon, and Season 2's jaw-dropping conclusion. Is the conclusion going to be, surprise, we're a reboot all along? Or is it going to be a, surprise, we're actually canceled? Oh, Lord. If you've been watching Star Trek Discovery this season, well, you've probably been nauseated from all those upside-down camera angles, and you've probably been bored stiff. Probably, because I know I have. We've been doing live reactions every Thursday night that Discovery airs, and it has been a hoot. It's been a hoot. A hoot and a half, probably. Yes, you've been set up with high expectations. Oh, no. No. The expectations just went down so low that, you know, you wouldn't even be able to see them. They're so far down. They went all the way through Earth. Yes, it's round. Surprise. All the way into space. It is some other planet now. No, our expectations are not high for the rest of season 2. Today at PaleyFest, one of television's preeminent. Wow, why can't I see this? I gotta make this bigger. Do I need to make this bigger? I'm blind, by the way, like super duper duper blind. That's not an excuse for being stupid, but yeah. We're in beginning. There we go, in begin. Better. Now I can see a little better. Not really, but just a little. Preeminent festivals, some of the big guns of the series, gathered at the historic Dolby Theater in Hollywood to set those expectations even higher. Oh, don't do that. Not for Discovery. Please don't. We're entirely aware of everyone's questions and criticisms. I've read everything, and I see where everyone's like, well, the Spore Drive never existed, and what? Discovery was never around, and all of those things. We're totally aware. You will get an answer, executive producer Alex Kurtzman. I is a writer, Alex Kurtzman. Oh god, now we gotta get the Alex Kurtzman ding for every time he says and. Did he say and yet? And all of those things. There we go. We're totally aware you will get an answer. Oh, and I need to turn my sounds on. Boop. There we go. Gotta turn the sounds on. But will that answer be satisfying? I damn well think so, yes. No. No. It's going to be something. I'm going to quote Nitpicking Nerd. Discovery never misses the opportunity to miss an opportunity. I believe that's what he said. If not, it's something very similar to that and probably way more clever. This, and go subscribe to his channel. Great channel, by the way. This, no. It's not going to live up to anybody's. It's not going to be satisfying. It's going to be such a huge letdown. It's going to be stupid. It's going to be something ridiculous. Why? Because look at what the season's been like so far. And, you know, I hate to just nitpick and only see the negative, but the only enjoyment I'm getting out of this season is riffing it and laughing at how stupid it is. I personally think that the end of this season is going to be tremendous. When Kurtzman first told me about it, I was like in tears. I just had chills. So good, said Ethan Peck as Spock. Oh no. What did they tell you? Don't listen to Kurtzman. Please don't listen to Kurtzman. For sanity's sake, don't listen to Kurtzman. He's not a smart person. He doesn't seem that way anyway. I think the last few episodes will really close the circle for people. If we've done our job, what was on the page, I haven't seen them yet, but what was on the page in the scripts close the circle. It answers the questions that are lingering and remaining for people of how we fit in, said Anthony Rapp, Lieutenant Commander Paul Stamets, and I believe very strongly that will leave people satisfied. As someone who cares about continuity to some degree, I was like, if this doesn't make people happy, I don't know what else we can do. See, okay, now this gives me a different sort of perspective of Anthony Rapp. I think he actually cares. I think he's probably been asking behind the scenes, what can we do? And he's probably, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I hate blaming actors. That's the thing, because they're not writing the script. So I want to like give them the benefit of the doubt that maybe they are behind the scenes saying, wait a minute, I watched Star Trek. This isn't Star Trek. Or wait a minute, this didn't happen because I looked it up on Memory Alpha. We don't know. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes, So clearly the only person we can truly, truly blame is Alex Kurtzman at this point because he's in charge. Expect the unexpected is what my mother always says, and it couldn't be more true, especially on this season, because it'll change everything, said Wilson Cruz, Dr. Hugh Culber. It's nice that they're kind of exploring some interesting aspects, but they really took a shit on getting to it, right? They really like literally shit the bed on this one with this giant like turd sort of cocoon looking thing in the middle of the floor that regrows a new Dr. Culber. It's weird. It's such a weird show. It's such a weird show. Like they literally cured death again, like they did in Star Trek, the remake of Wrath of Khan, whatever the crap the JJ one was called, Into Darkness. That's how memorable these movies are. As I read the final script for season 2, my jaw dropped, and I'm dumbfounded with where we're headed. So I think the fans can expect a boldly go where no Star Trek series has ever gone before, said Doug Jones, Commander Saru. If something happens where they fix the whole time thing, like their time traveling shit, and they actually get all the licensing and everything back under one house so they don't have to change it to make money. Because that's the only reason why they had to change it to make money, because they could really use anything they wanted to from actual canon, from the real TV Trek. They just couldn't like sell it. They couldn't make money on it. If they actually go back and like are like, okay, well, we're canceled or whatever, or we're not coming back, and it resets itself to where it actually looks like real Star Trek, like really real TOS Star Trek, I will be satisfied with that. I will really be satisfied with that if we actually line up and it actually looks and matches. Because as you guys could clearly see when they showed the footage of the cage a few episodes ago, where they showed clearly, we got Jeffrey Hunter there, we've got Leonard Nimoy as Spock, we've got old Star Trek, we've got Telosians, and then we cut to this new stuff where everything looks different. The Telosians are different, the lighting's different, the uniforms are different, the actors are different, the Telosians are different heights, the makeup's different, their heads are different. When you can clearly see how that's different and they don't match up and they don't line up, it's such a huge contrast with that episode that, like, if they actually go back and have the real uniforms and the real ship and the real sets and look like Star Trek continues, Vic Mignogna, total shout out to him, made a series that looked exactly like Star Trek. And if they can do that, and I can forgive the actors being different because clearly we can't get the original actors. If they can do that and make it look exactly the same, then I will be satisfied. And my jaw will drop. And you guys will see it live when they do the season finale. They won't do that. I don't think they will do that unless there's something where all the rights manage to line up under the same roof, because I know there's a lot of little deals and stuff going on behind the scenes. I think they would do it I think they would do it in that instance. I'm gonna give it about a 25% chance of them doing that. I don't think it's very unlikely. I don't think it's impossible though. So yeah, season 2 sounds like it will fulfill and exceed all of our expectations. Of course, part of those expectations have been particularly pumped by the inclusion of Captain Pike this season as played by Anson Mount, a story figure in Trek lore who's been around from the get-go, but who we still don't know much about, having only seen him in a couple of episodes in the original series and a couple of the rebooted films. With the recent news that Mount won't be returning for season 3, I have a video coming. I don't know if it's going to go up before this or after this. Basically, some of my it's just a rant on them letting Anson Mount go on the season and not bringing him back. You'll see the thumbnail. It basically says Star Trek hates you, and yeah, definitely check out that video. We were wondering about where this season of Discovery will leave Pike's legacy and how Mount has helped to secure that. Well, we know what Pike's legacy is going to be. We know where Pike's going to end up. I mean, that's what's going to happen to Pike, right? He's going to be in the chair. Yeah, he's not going to be in good shape. He's really not. We will sync up with Canon, and obviously, if you know the story of Captain Pike, you know what his fate was. Oh yeah, absolutely. We know. We saw it. He ends up in the chair. They need to end up in the chair that looks exactly like this chair, with exactly that sort of haircut and that same outfit. That is what we need to see, right? We're not gonna. I don't think we're going to. And if we do, it's a real it'll be a real troll job on CBS All Access against me, I think. But I'm not that popular. They don't know who I am. We will sync up with Canon. Obviously, if you know the story, you know where this fate was. It won't be exactly what you think this season. Okay? But we will be consistent with that story. It won't be exactly what you think. Is this basically saying, fuck you, we're still doing it differently? Like, we're still going to just do our own thing? So you think he's going to end up in a chair looking like this, right? But he's not. It's going to be 25% different again. Oh, fucking hell. But we will be consistent with that story. There will be a dimension shed on that story that you will not have known or have thought of. Oh, that means they're going to shoehorn in some mystery box stupid fucking shit, aren't they? Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't. Bad Alex Kurtzman. If anything, it's not going to feel like a send-off. Because I think that's what everyone thinks is going to happen. I think it will just become incredibly clear why he's not continuing on. Because he has to go to TOS to do TOS. So we have to make sense of that. Said executive producer Heather Caden. Oh, they're just going to say, oh, and he goes back to oh my God, it's going to be one of those big stupid letdown things. He's not even going to be in the chair. We're not even going to get that. Because that's what you would think. That's exactly what they're expecting. Because they're just going to insult the fans further, and they're going to be like, oh, that's what they're going to think. They know he ends up in the chair. We just won't give them that. We'll just send him to fuck off back to the Enterprise with Spock and Rebecca Romaine. Seriously, you know they're going to do that too. Because he has to go do TOS, so we have to make sense of that. I think it'll just become incredibly clear why he's not continuing on. Oh, fuck. And she's the new showrunner, Heather. Oh, no, she's not the showrunner. This is Heather Caden. It's not Michelle Paradise. But she's an executive producer, and she doesn't even know. She's just saying, I think it's going to be this. Haven't you shot this? Aren't you done filming? Pike has been an iconic character for the longtime fans of the show for so long, and I feel like people have sort of imagined what kind of captain he would be like. Because you got such a small glimpse of it, I feel like for so many people satisfied their hopes for what kind of captain he would be, said Rapp. For me, he's a really nice blend of Kirk and Picard. Yeah, I can see that. He has Picard's sense of letting people be themselves, but he's a little more laid back and not a cowboy like Kirk, but he's a little more willing to break some rules sometimes. I just think Anson brings an incredible presence with that. Anson Mount's the best part of Discovery, I think, at this point. Like, seriously, he's like the only part you want to see. But he's actually a charismatic, strong, talented actor, right? You have some decent actors on the show. Then you have some really, really bad ones as well. And then you have a lot of people who probably are really good, but we just never hear from. And that's some of the problems with Discovery, which they would, if they cared about their fans, like I said, watch my other video. I think my other video is going to go up first, and then this one's going to go up in the afternoon or the early morning. Probably going to do that. Probably do the middle of the night with the yelly one. I don't know. We're not editing anything because I think this is fascinating. No, it's not. This is totally not fascinating. Captain Pike was so unexplored in a lot of ways, He was only in the cage and the menagerie. And Anson's really brought it to life like he's never been before. And I think he's done such an amazing job. I just admire the heck out of him as an actor and as a captain, said Peck. There's some things upcoming that I think will prove to be very exciting for fans of Captain Pike. I'm worried. I think that Anson brings to it a little wink and a nod and a sexiness and assuredness and a confidence that you want in your leaders. I know that because I'd like to have my leader at the moment show such confidence, said Cruz. There's a confidence in which he doesn't feel like he has to boast. He lives in the confidence of who he is and his abilities. You don't question him. That's absolutely right. So this is all just what the crew says. To get more of a backstory on him now, has been delicious. Has it been delicious? Has it really? Oh no. It's been delicious. And who could have played him better than Anson Mount? I think he's doing such a beautiful job. He's like the perfect captain. He's strong, authoritative, but he's also very warm and nurturing to his crew, said Jones. That's true. He's not doing... Like I said, he's probably the best part of Discovery when they let him be Captain Pike and they don't basically cut his balls off and say, oh no, Captain, I'm going to do this instead of the thing you ordered me to do. Oh, fuck. So here we go. We know going in that we only had him temporarily because we borrowed him from the Enterprise, right? He and Spock have to go back, and Rebecca Romaine is number one. We can't hold them all forever, or the original series can't play as it was filmed. Yeah, but it doesn't matter because this is a reboot that they're not admitting to being a reboot. But with him inevitably leaving, what does that do to the captain's chair? Indeed, what happens when Pike is out of the picture? We have two commanders on board the USS Discovery. Okay, so here's the thing. What I've heard is that we're supposed to get a new captain for each season of Discovery now, is the new thing. So you had Lorca in season 1, then you have Pike, and then you're going to have Decker, yeah, or what's his name? April or something. You're going to have like all these other sort of historical captains and stuff. Interesting idea. Really fucking stupid though. You don't want to shoehorn in all of these other characters. You want to leave them alone. You really, really do. You accidentally got lucky with Anson Mount and Captain Pike. Accidentally. And the writing is not doing anything to help that, right? What happens with us now, instead of elbowing each other trying to compete for the captain's chair one day like we're doing in season 1, we're now really supportive of each other, said Jones. And it came out of the blue. It came out of nowhere. I don't want to get in her way of the captain's chair, and she doesn't want to get in my way either. So what happens there is anyone's guess. The writers have not shared with me where we're going with that. That's the thing though, that if it comes back next season, because it could still not come back next season. So let's assume it does come back next season and they're going to go with the alternating captain route. I think it's interesting. I don't know. They just need better writing. They flat out need better writing. They're kind of moving in the right direction by giving some of the side crew lines here and there. Some of like Kayla Detmer, give her lines. Give some of the other people lines. I still don't know their names, especially because some of them are a little more difficult. That's small little things you can do to fix it, and more painful death scenes for Michael Burnham. I'm okay with that. Give her one of those sort of Groundhog Day sort of episodes. There's a great Stargate episode where Ball kept killing Jack O'Neill over and over again and reviving him in a sarcophagus. Give us something like that with Michael Burnham. I think that would be hilarious. I would love it. I would laugh. It would entertain me. That's a lot of Discovery expectations to think about for one day, but the Star Trek universe is vast and varied, so perhaps now it's time to have Christmas set up a whole new set of expectations for the upcoming Jean-Luc Picard spinoff. No. The last 4 episodes of Star Trek Discovery are coming down the pike. Sorry. Thursdays on CBS All Access. Thank you for apologizing for me for having to watch it. I'm taking it like that instead of apologizing for the bad pun. Oh, fuck. I'm actually kind of worried and concerned now. They're not going to give us... he's just going to fuck off back to the Enterprise. So what do you guys think of this article? I know it's been a while since I've done any of these Discovery articles, but man, that one just... it's more of the same shit again. They're doing it again. Going out of their way to say, oh, we're gonna... Here's this thing you like. Stop liking it. Slapping you in the face for liking it. And I'm sad I didn't get to use any more of my and. They must be editing out Alex Kurtzman's ands. Or they didn't really use that much. Anytime he says and, I like using that. Because he's the type of guy, he inserts the word and all the time. So, tell me what you guys think of what they're going to do with Captain Pike at the end of season 2 of Discovery. I know you guys are probably only watching it to laugh at as well, or just watching me watch it to laugh at, but thank you guys so much for watching. I am Mecha Random 42. I will see you on the next video or live stream. Bye! Thanks for watching! If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!